Hi, you guys. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on what the membership site looks like because I've had a lot of questions with people wondering, like, how does this work? What does a membership site mean? How does it work? How do I know, how do the lessons work and all of this stuff? So I wanted to log in as a student and show you exactly what you would do, okay? So once you join the course, what happens is a new module is released each month. And so let's say you join on a Thursday. So the day every week, you're going to get a new lesson on or right around Thursday. Every once in a while, it gets off by a day or two. But for the most part, if you join on a Thursday, every Thursday, you are going to have a new lesson that becomes unlocked and available for you, okay? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you this. Okay, so you guys can see my screen. When you log in, once you join, you're going to log in. And every time, and by the way, when you do join, and when you choose to join Thriving on a Dime, and then you are going to get a thank you type email that comes right from Jennifer Roskamp Teaches, because that's the name of my school. And it's going to say something like, thank you for joining our school, continue here, or here's where you log in, or whatever. That email, I would highly, highly suggest creating a folder for that to go in your email that you might label education or something, and move that email there so that you will always have the link to log into the school. Now, because that's where everything is. That's where you're going to find everything, okay? So I would highly suggest putting that email, logging it, putting it somewhere where you're going to have access to it anytime you want to log in, okay? And then when you do have a new lesson available, you are also going to receive an email that says, hey, just wanted to let you know there's a new lesson available, and the link will also be in there. But the emails come out every week, but sometimes they're known to go to spam or something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily count on those, although they do go out every time you get a new lesson. That's why having that backup in the education folder would be a really smart thing to do so that you can get to it. If you ever can't remember how to get in, please feel free to email me. I can send you the link, okay? All right, so let's say that you have joined Thriving on a Dime, and now you're coming to log in to start working. So you're going to click up here under My Courses. Okay, and it's going to show you whatever courses from my entire school you are enrolled in. I have several courses. So this is going to be where you find Thriving on a Dime if this is what you signed up for. So you are going to click on it. And another reason I wanted to show you guys this is because I've had a lot of people asking me what we're learning about, what are the topics that are covered, and this is going to show that to you. You can also find that directly on the page before you join. If you can click and see all of the lessons, but let me just show you this, okay? So this is the stuff that will be available to you right away when you join. If it says start, that means it's available to you right now. If it doesn't say start over here, it means it's not been unlocked for you yet, but it tells you it's going to be available in 1 day, available in 8 days. This becomes available in 8 days too, because I give you an extra bonus, which is this 10-day budget boot camp. This is going to be available in 15 days, 22 days. So you can see how it follows this 7-day cycle from when you actually join. Okay, so module 1 is all about laying a strong foundation, okay? So you can see here's week 1, here's week 2, and in every lesson you'll see there's always going to be, unless it's a bonus lesson, sometimes there's not videos, but in every actual lesson there's going to be a video lesson. There's going to be a brief summary where it's kind of like the Cliffs Notes version of what I teach you in that week's lesson, and then there'll be additional handouts and things for you to download here. So that's what's going to be inside every, see here we are module 1, week 3, a video lesson, and then some downloads for you. Video lesson, here's your summary, here's another download for you. So there's not always a download, but most times there is going to be at least one download. Sometime there will be more. And these are just, think of these like worksheets or cheat sheets, or most of the time that's what they are. Things for you to print off. So this is module 1, week 5, and then this is bonus videos. Occasionally I have bonus videos in there. Then you'll see here module 2, It's week 1, shopping smart. Then it's week 2, shopping smart. How to really shop smart, learning to save with store programs. Module 2, week 4, general shopping and savings practices. Then to module 3, week 1, we get to talking about planning. And then we talk about having a debt-free Christmas. And it's a really great program, even if you're just looking to save money. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas. But this is some really great information on how to have a debt-free Christmas, how to shop Black Friday sales, how to find Christmas sales. Then you'll see in module 4, so this is actually month 4, you will learn all about smart meals, smart planning. This module is all based on saving money on groceries based on meals, how you're cooking them, how you're planning them, how you're serving them, okay? Module 5, we move into other spending practices. We talk about using cash. We talk about the envelope system. I break that down and really take the mystery out of there. I talk about debit cards, and I talk about credit cards, how to use each one smart, and not end up in trouble. When you would prefer one over the other. Then in module 6, we get into meal planning. I lay out a lot about meal planning. Then I lay out the exact steps to do it. Then we talk about meal staples, and it's not showing me the rest of the lessons. Oh, that's because I haven't published them here yet. Okay, from there I can tell you, so module 6 is all meal planning things. Module 7, we talk about a financial future. So that's where we're going to talk about, can tell you exactly what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be talking about creating a financial vision and some goals and action steps. And then we're talking about, I can't remember what the other 2 lessons are in there. It's financial savings. It's how to set up savings accounts. I think that's what we get to in module 8. In module 8, we're talking about how to set up emergency funds, short-term savings, long-term savings, how to fund your emergency fund with $1,000 super quick, different savings programs and strategies, like how to save $1,000 in a year, how to save $3,000 in a year. And I break that all down to show you how much you'd have to save each week and all that kind of stuff, and some other savings plans. And then in module 9, I think that's where we talk about, we talk about what happens, how to really, really work with your budget, and how to make that work. Like we talk about what to do with your budget after you create it, how to maintain it and make sure that it's still working well. And I think budget busters, things that people often blow their budget with, roadblocks to saving money and sticking to your budget, things like that. So that's all coming up in module 9. But so what you would do is, once you join, again, if you join on a Thursday, let's say, you can know that about every Thursday you are going to have a new lesson. And so you would just log into the school on a Thursday or a Friday or whatever, and here your lessons would be. And when they are available, they're going to say start, and you're just going to be able to click on them and start the lesson. So, but again, if you're wondering when you're going to get to stuff, this here on the right-hand column tells you when you're going to get to stuff. So once you join, it really lays out really well what you're going to be learning each month, each week of every month, and then you'll be able to see when you get to something, when something will be coming up. You do not have to go at this pace. This is just because new lessons are releasing every week. A lot of these are really long and really intense in terms of things you need to do. So you can certainly take longer to get through them if you want. Just because they're released every week does not mean you have to get through each piece of content every week. It's not going anywhere. For as long as you are a member, you're going to be able to take as long as you want to go through it. You'll also be able to go backwards. So it doesn't go anywhere. It's something that you can work with on your own time. Life gets busy, and you're probably not always going to be able to do it every week. But it's, as long as you're a member, it's not going anywhere. So that's a little bit about how it looks on the inside and how you're gonna be able to access it. It really is just as simple as hanging onto that link and clicking on that link to log in, entering your login information, and then you click on My Courses. And it's going to bring you right directly to the course. And that's really all there is to it. So that's a little bit about it on the inside. So hopefully that answers your questions. I will see you later.